Hello, what's your name?
Ebony Hobbs.
All right. And where are we on this? There was the hot water, the mailbox key.
They fixed the hot water.
Pardon?
Hot water is fixed.
Okay.
No mailbox key though.
You still don't have a mailbox.
They
key.
haven't reached out to me as well. I reached out to them, got no response. So I paid the $1,028 again.
$1,028. Okay. You paid that directly to them.
I paid that on
To the landlord.
Yeah.
On the
Straight to them.
24th. Is that correct? Okay, so what's our balance at this point?
$2,654.
$2,654, and then I have June clicking in tomorrow. So
I haven't said anything.
what's your monthly rent for?
$1,028.
That's right. That's why we set that number. Okay. Okay, so this will keep us at the 20. We came down, but when could the June rent be paid? Do you know?
I don't know. I've been paying them almost every week. I can't afford to keep paying $1,028 twice a month.
No, okay, I got you. But so tell me what you can do. Because here's what I'm going to do likely, because you got to get a mailbox key. I'm going to put it out to the 14th. Okay.
Okay.
So what I guess I really was asking, between now and the 14th, what can be paid? Let's do it that way.
I can pay $500 until I get paid on the 7th. So
$500 on the 7th.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll put $500 on the 7th. That'll work. I mean,
I could pay the whole thing, but I'm just refusing to at this point. They're not willing to reach out.
Why? You know what? She could have just let it slide.
I know I can't.
And I would have just let it just go. Like, all she's got is 500. Well, no, I could pay the whole thing, but
I'm not. But I've reached out to them several times about just, if you get the late fees off, I'd pay it in one
all right,
month.
listen, just listen.
They don't want to. Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna let you talk.
Thank you.
You ain't gonna let me.
Plus, I walked here.
You walked here?
I walked here. So.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay.
Get the 500 in. Can you? Is 1,000. Let me ask you. Can you do 528?
I can even go. Yeah.
Okay. I want to keep the numbers where I can. Okay, so pay the 528. So it's five. I get your point. I mean, I make fun of it, but I get your point.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then I will adjourn this out to the 14th. Can we get our mailbox key?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes. And then Ms. Hobbs, you're contesting late fees or asking for a waiver of late fees. What amount of late fees? Like what amount?
They weren't. She just told me the late fees were out of the question to waive. So I haven't heard from her since then. So I'm just trying to figure out a fair amount where I can,
She said to you what?
That she wasn't waiving. They don't waive late fees, just go to court, is what she told me. And
So I have to.
absolutely on the court.
So with that being said, what amount are you asking for? Do you have an amount that you're asking for?
Not really, because I just got the ledger.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
She is looking, really what she's saying, at least what I'm understanding is, I ask you to do certain things. You guys really aren't doing it. You're not paying attention to me. The only way I can get your attention is not paying. And so then when I finally get your attention, you want me to do that plus the late fees. So whatever late fees accumulated during that period, I'm trying to get your attention. I don't think I should pay, because all I'm really trying to do is get your attention. Is that just another way of saying it?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You go viral for this moment too. Perfect moment. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just going to be known as like the Ebony Hobbs Whisperer.
I swear.
All right. So that, and thank you for saying that, I guess, ma'am. All right. So with that in mind, I think council can look at it maybe talk to Ms. Hobbs at some point in between and see if some resolution regarding that can come up. And then maybe we can just get this resolved so that Ms.
And
Hobbs,
that's really,
That's all I
Ms.
wanted.
Hobbs doesn't have to walk up here and
I do.
let me know that she walked uphill both ways.
I did.
All right.
our phone number, our office phone number is on paperwork that you received under James Fink.
Okay.
If you want to call that, once you look at the ledger, if you want to call that, make any sort of offer, then I can present it to my client and I'll communicate with them about the mailbox issue.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Okay. June 14th, 2024 at
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Tucker.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. So she was to file an answer by the 30th. Did you do that, ma'am?
No, so I got a call from Beth on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, the day before yesterday, saying that they had gotten an email from the attorney saying that we wanted to stay. So we talked about it. And then she talked to the owner and they were like, yeah, you can stay under these conditions. So I went up, my husband and I went up yesterday to sign the papers, but there was one stipulation in there that we hadn't talked about that I took issue with. And it was going to be too late, because we went up yesterday to sign the paperwork. So she said that it was going to be too late for the dismissal, so that I needed to appear today anyway. So.
Let me clarify, guys. On Wednesday, I did receive an email from the property manager, Beth, letting me know that the defendants had an interest in staying on the property. So what we did is drafted a consent judgment with certain terms, about 6 conditions. And what Ms. Tucker is contesting is paragraph number 4, wherein we are asking that they pay the $218 in court costs as a result of filing this lawsuit, as a result of her staying and continuing to possess the property. And that's where we're at right now. I wasn't planning on dismissing.
So it's the 218.
Correct.
Okay. And what's your objection to that, ma'am?
My objection, which I explained to Beth, was that because what she told me, I was like, I don't understand why, if there was an issue, why nobody called me and talked to me. They just went to the lawyers, and the next thing I know, I'm getting paperwork, and she's like, well, they were just really upset. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't explain. So now you're asking me what happened. I tell you what happened. You're like, okay, that makes sense. We're going to talk, And so I told her I felt that had they talked to us first, it never would have gotten to the point where attorneys were involved, and therefore payments would need to be made. Like those costs wouldn't have been incurred.
Okay. But here's the thing. They could have just proceeded, and then you take the risk of being evicted, right?
Well, yes.
Okay. So ultimately it all works out, but they have to, and certainly the attorneys, when they get the information and the authority to go ahead, they have to file the action. They don't have a choice. And they're just trying to protect their interest as you were trying to protect yours. If it came down to it, what would actually end up happening, and typical with most cases, is that you would owe the court cost. All right. I would hate to see a termination action all of a sudden get blown apart where the tenant gets to stay over $200 and some odd dollars in court costs.
I mean, I'm going to do whatever you say to do. I'm just putting my disagreement on the record is all.
Okay.
But either way, signing the consent thing wouldn't have, I was going to have to show up today anyway. So I was just verbalizing my disagreement with it.
No, I understand. I'm not criticizing you for it. I get what you're saying, but I'm not criticizing you by any, and please don't think that I am. I'm just
No,
I'm
I
looking
don't.
at it as I'm just looking at it as the practicality of it. I remember when you were here the first time, you were a bit shaken by the whole, whatever, the whole thing that was going on. And sometimes, quite frankly, if people talk to each other, I would probably have half the work I need to her that I'm doing. Right?
Well, yeah, it's just one of those situations where, I've been a resident here for 15 years. There's never been an issue. So I was taken aback by the fact that they didn't bother to call me and be like, hey, what happened?
Well, if I may, Your Honor, Ms. Tucker, I hope this doesn't happen in the future, but if it does and you're served with a 30-day demand, if I were you, I would utilize that time and go speak to management about that, talk to Beth, so that way a summons.
Well, yeah, and I had explained to her that because we had gotten the notification from the attorneys, I thought that I was obligated to communicate with the attorneys and not them, which I had sent a letter, but we didn't get any kind of a response. And so the next thing I knew, we got the summons and complaint. So that's, so now I know in the future, I mean, I certainly don't expect there to be any issues in the future.
Okay.
But I do know.
All right. So when can you get that? When do you need time to get that paid? Or what's?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to make that payment until next Friday at the earliest.
So until the 7th?
Right.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enter that consent judgment. And the only, pardon?
We did give her 10 days.
No, I know. And gee, how nice of you. But here's what I'm going to indicate, that the 218 has to be paid by the 14th of the month.
Okay.
Okay.
What
That'll
is
give
it?
you a little bit of leeway.
That'll show up on the resident portal. I'm asking the attorney.
Oh,
I guess I should probably
will
ask
that
that.
amount show up on the resident portal?
I don't think so, but you will have to ask Beth, and I don't believe that she's here.
Yeah,
You can clarify
I'll
with
ask her.
Okay.
I'll just
Okay.
call her on Monday.
Okay. Real good. Anything else, Ms. Tucker?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So this is a consent judgment, and you would have 3 business days to think about it. If you think that there's some legal reason, some right you didn't assert, or some other confusion on your part, you'd have to file a motion with the court within 3 days of my signing the judgment.
Understood.
Okay?
Understood.
That doesn't mean that I would set it aside. It just means that you would have that time to file that. Okay?
Right. Okay. Thank you.
All right. And Ms. Tucker,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
I appreciate you for feeling that there was something that you had an issue with and feeling comfortable enough to come to the court and voice your concern. I really
Well,
do.
the legal
appreciate
arena is like a second home for me. Not on a defense or side or anything, but that's what my educational background is in. So I'm
Really?
very comfortable. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I would have fought him then. No, I'm kidding. All right.
If I had the time, I have a newborn grandchild. My daughter can't drive. I'm doing all the driving for her. They just moved. It's been crazy. So
Congratulations on the grandchild.
thank you.
Your Honor, before we go,
Okay, hold on.
ordinarily I'd request to obtain her consent to sign on her behalf, but there's 2 defendants. So
Oh, there are 2 defendants. Yes, there
Because
is.
my husband, which he hasn't been able to, he works 2 jobs. He works, afternoons and midnight. So he
Okay,
gets home in
I
about
gotcha.
just enough time to get some sleep and get up and go to work.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
But
Along
he was
the same
there
terms.
with me to sign the paperwork. But
Okay, what I'm going to do for the judgment purpose, it's going to be a default as to defendant 2 along the same terms,
okay,
since he's not here.
okay,
Okay, same thing. We take care of that issue. All right.
okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a great weekend. All right.
You too.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.